All right. Finally. You're tuning in to Daily Dive Radio and Greggy's Grinder. Really good music. Royalty free, by the way, which is even better. All right, sir. So remind people quickly what Greggy's Grinders is, and then give you your nominees and winner.
Greggy's Grinders, what this is all about. It's not the guys that are getting the flowers in Mike's 3 stars. It's not the guys that are showing up for the TFL 3 stars on the broadcast, or guys that are getting shout outs because they're filling the net or dishing out apples
or commissioners picks.
Or commissioners play of the week, or goaltenders who are standing on their head. No. These are the guys that put their hard hat on. They put their work boots on. They grab their lunchbox and they go to work. They do the dirty work that none of these superstars really, I shouldn't say none, but some of the superstars don't want to do. These are the unsung heroes. These are the grit grinders that put in the work. And without these guys, the superstars wouldn't be able to shine. So I'll quickly start things off. Although this guy is on the precipice of becoming a superstar in this league, I think some people would argue that he's already a superstar. And this is exactly why I said not all superstars don't want to do the work. But quick shout out, Jack Hanna, 3 caused turnovers. We know what he was able to do with his playmaking ability, but I thought he was absolutely relentless in the forecheck, in the ride, able to turn the ball over 3 times, just ended up with 1 loose ball. But I just thought that, anytime a forward is able to rack up 3 caused turnovers, it deserves some shine. The other player, you already mentioned him earlier on. I had to give him some love, but I wasn't going to give Georgia another grinder 2 weeks in a row. Got to spread the love here. Jacob Hickey, 2 goals, 1 assist, 10 loose ball, 1 caused turnover. Coached him in his first season of junior. The West Durham Ironheads. Was an offensive player when he moved up to junior A. Still played a little bit of offense, but that's how good of an athlete. That's how good of a lacrosse player is. He's learned how to be a defender. And he just played about under half season last year. He is absolutely flourishing. So I had to give Jacob Hickey a big shout out for his play. My last honorable mention. He didn't record a single point, but a big reason why Vancouver's 5-on-5 offense finally came to life is because Ryan Martell was in the lineup, crashing, banging, freeing up space for Jesse King and Adam Charlambides, the lefties, to finally cook in even situations. This team has desperately been missing Martell. The Marty Party arrived, and you could obviously tell that his hard work was shown by the others on the floor getting their chances. Last, but certainly not weak, Greggy's Grinder of the Week. I'm going to stay in Ottawa, but I'm going to go with Vancouver. You mentioned his name already as well. Owen Grant. 3 blocks, 1 caused turnover, but his presence was felt away from the score sheet. A big reason why Rob Hellier was held just to 4 assists is because he was covering him all night long. He had nothing. Couldn't beat him underneath. Couldn't sweep over the top. And those 3 block shots were from point blank, just coming up, boom, soak him in the chest like Adam Sandler preparing for hockey season and Happy Gilmore. He is a big, strong, athletic. People are kind of wondering why. Well, wait a second here. Why isn't he putting up the numbers? We saw he missed that open net. He's not getting the chances. He's not scoring. Is it because Shane Simpson's here? Yes, these are all big reasons why he's not putting up the big numbers. The other reason is that Kurt Malosky's trusted him to be more of a defensive presence. Almost every single night, he's going up against one of the opponent's top offensive threats. He did that with Hellier, and Hellier was neutralized. So the Newmarket, Ontario native grabbed his hard hat, put his work boots on, grabbed his lunch pail, went to work in Ottawa with fans, friends, and family in the stands, put on a show, and that's why he's my grinder this week.
Love that. I heard he packed an Oshawa barn too. That was good.
Yes, he did. He's got a lot of fans, a lot of family. They show out big time whenever Vancouver makes it Ontario.
He didn't make it to my lunchbox segment, which is coming in the next 2 seconds here. But him against Callum Jones. I mean, I know Del Bianco Teat was the superstars there. I just love that Owen Grant and Callum Jones are like basically the same like kind of guy for their teams. They're both fearless defenders who are they do so many things. I love them both. I love we got to see them in the same game. We got to see also Jeff Teat and Del Bianco. So, but
let's see it.
Let's see here. You watched a little bit of Gunsmoke, right?
Before my time, I know what the show is. I know what the show is.
Did we get a thermos here? I don't think we do. Oh, we don't. That's okay. I actually didn't know because it felt like there was something in there. Anyways, Mike's lunchbox. Oh, let's put it down there. It's kind of flying open there. All right. Anyways, no stuff though. Few nominees here, and then we got a winner. Alex Simmons. Again, you can't really win it if your name is Alex Simmons, but I mean, this dude, like, talk about the goalies playing well in a loss. Alex Simmons, he has been on fire since Elshua's offense woke up, and they keep finding ways, like, just keep on losing. So, Alex Simmons has been great. He's been firing away. In that game against Colorado, he had 4 goals, 4 primary assists. He doesn't pass the ball, by the way. 8 loose balls, 1 cost turnover. The guy's a menace and doesn't even matter right now for them. Jacob Hickey also made it for me. Kind of sad that none of us picked him. Because I think Matthew Karuk and who was the other guy with him? I keep forgetting.
Brian Shanahan.
And it was a Shanahan. Brian Shanahan noticed that like he didn't pull any fakes on both goals. He just kind of picked his spot and shot at great point by them. But he was not my winner. Lyle Thompson was close. Because if I believe he's nursing an injury, doing well until that crunch time, shout out to you, sir. That's pretty grinder, as much as grinder as it gets. Grinder's now an adjective or something. But my winners are actually Reed Bowering from the Vancouver Warriors.
Like that.
I mentioned him earlier. He 1 primary assist, 2 blocks, 1 cost turnover, 8 loose balls. It wasn't even a stat line thing for me. I just watching that game, just like Owen Grant stuck out, Reed Bowering, I'm like, because I know he's had flashes, but I never felt like, and this could be a wrong statement, I never felt like he was playing up to his potential yet. And I feel like he looked really freaking awesome against Ottawa. And stats may not tell the whole story, but he looked very tough. I don't think anyone wanted to be in his way because he was knocking people around too.
He also was covering Jeff Teat a lot. A lot.
There you go.
I know Teat still puts up 6 points, but he did a pretty good job at least silencing him. It's funny that people, it's 6 points, 3 goals, a hat trick. Well, you know what?
Half.
I think there's a lot of teams that would sign off if, hey, we're going to give Jeff Teat 6 points. If everyone else around us is not lighting us up, I think a lot of people are going to sign off for that. I love the pick and Bowering. He was potentially going to be one of the finalists for me.
He's only 27 years old, so now I feel better. Like, he's a young guy. He's still like, he's also a big body, which is kind of comes easy for him anyways. But watching that, I was like, he was a tough dude.
Yeah, and he's 2-time transition player finalist of the year. But similar to what I was talking about with Owen Grant over the last couple of years, and maybe why you think he hasn't really kind of lived up to that hype, is because he's been more focused since Kurt Malosky came in. Malosky's trying to make him more of a well-rounded defender, whereas in previous years, he's more of a guy that's going to take off, get involved in transition, a loose ball machine. But since the coaching staff, the regime comes over with Kurt Malosky and Chris Williams, what they've been working on him is becoming more of a defense-first defender, then use your athleticism. And I think it was on full display in Ottawa. You are totally right, because I thought he was outstanding.
I told you I was sweating that under 7. I thought we were going to get a push, and I was having that ugly and 1 at the end of my record. But I have to admit, man, I felt more and more confident watching those guys just shut them down. Like, that was ridiculous.
No doubt.